life of a hunter. It's not about an end result. It's about an expedition, a journey that leads us into wild places, both near and far. In a time where some believe hunting is not relevant to modern society, we carry the torch and stand on the foundations of those that have come before us. We continue to invest into the ecosystems of which we must sustain. It's an effort to conserve, to provide, and celebrate God's renewable resources.
Yes! Hey, 380 plus.
I killed him, Mark, can't be.
It is our life. It is our passion. And we make no apologies for our God-given right to hunt. The American bison has one of the most complex stories in the history of our nation. Once roaming freely across the Great Plains by the millions, the American bison's population dropped to below 1,000 in the late 1800s, due to the mass killings approved by the government as settlers pushed west. What was once the main source of life for the Native Americans was now nearly extinct. As President Theodore Roosevelt began establishing wildlife preserves throughout the country, the herd of wild bison inhabiting Yellowstone National Park had dwindled to 20 head. With the help of the private-owned bison herders, this herd in Yellowstone continued to grow and reach a peak of 4,000 head by the 1990s. Through similar conservation programs across the western United States, there are an estimated 350,000 bison in North America. In order to maintain this herd of wild bison, certain areas have opened up a limited tag system for hunters to participate in these conservation efforts. When Mark was offered the opportunity to obtain one of these tags, he anxiously accepted and headed west.
Well, this is camp up in the mountains here. Just had a rain go through. One cloud right over top of us hit us pretty hard, but we were going to hunt here for our bison, and they have a couple ground blinds set up, but Tyler and I thought we might be able to try tree stands. We brought a couple tree stands with us. We're going to put them together now, and Chad's pretty flexible. He says we might be a pretty good hunt to hunt out of a tree stand, so I think we'll be his first customers ever to hunt bison out of a tree stand.
You will be for sure.
Oh, now he brings it out. You know,
That only gets you tired before the hunt.
my goodness, you asked me how far I could shoot. Now I can shoot a long way. Here, put that thing on there. He's gonna hurt my hand now. I got power to it. Oh, it works.
And don't squeak.
It doesn't squeak.
After getting the tree stands put together, Mark headed to the woods to get them in the air.
This is public hunting, and it is a public hunt, so we may see people in here while we're here.
Yeah. Everybody should be courteous. There's not that many tags left on this hunt.
Yeah.
The timing's good, so I think we're gonna
Should be
fine.
okay. They usually have 15 tags or 15 people in here with tags.
Yeah.
Most of them have already killed and are out. And we're like, this is the 15th of July, so
Yeah.
it starts July 1st, so we're in pretty good shape. First morning here in Arizona, it's just about 4:30. It's starting to turn daylight already. We got our radio, so we can check in with Chad. I want to get down here and jump in that set that we put in yesterday. I gotta tell you, if I were Buffalo, that's where I'd be. That set is absolutely perfect down there. Just a beautiful place to sit. Even if we don't see anything this morning, it's gonna be just a great hunt because we can, that setup over the pond down next to the meadow there is just gorgeous.
Public land hunting adds an extra layer of difficulty when other hunters are in the area. Although there were only 3 tags remaining in the area, it was apparent that this watering hole was a popular location.
Public hunting. This guy just come down and kind of reamed us out, saying we're hunting in his spot and his daughter's been hunting here and all this stuff. public hunting.
The Given Right is being brought to you by Bare Bone Outdoors, Bone Collector Game Calls, CVA, Dry Shot, Fission, and Insights.
Day one, Arizona is in the books. Todd and I sat in this tree for just under 11 hours yesterday. We never saw a buffalo. We didn't hear one. We didn't smell one. We did get yelled at by another hunter who thought we shouldn't be here, but it's public land, and we even had a sign up on the road saying hunters down here in a tree. And so after we got out last night, we went in, I went and looked for a couple other locations we might sit. And those locations had hunters in them, so we're back here this morning. We're probably going to do the exact same thing here. They move here about midday in this spot, so we're just going to sit here probably till 3 o'clock for another 11-hour day. And so what we are finding out that even though you research these hunts and you get all the information you can, these buffalo in this really thick brush and stuff here, they're just hard to get on, especially with a bow. I heard about 1,200 buffalo here. We got a 50-mile by 30-mile area here in the National Forest and National Park that we're hunting. So that proverbial needle in the haystack is applicable here, but we're going to stick it out.
Over the next several days, storms moved into the area, which increased the difficulty of this hunt even more. As lightning began to strike, Mark and Tyler decided to abandon the tree stand and seek shelter for the rest of the day.
We're just going to grind it out. We've got nothing else to do. We've put 12, 14-hour sits for 4 days in a row in these tree stands, so today we switched it up a little bit. Tyler, you can't see him, but he's got his big long lens on us right now, sitting over there, so. And he's going to film from that side and just change it up a little bit. So, see how she works out for us today.
Buffalo Soldier, this is Super Genius. Can you copy? Come back.
I literally can't stop laughing. Buffalo Soldier? Seriously? I haven't seen a buffalo all week.
Yeah, we might have to rethink that code name, but for now, good buddy, we're just going to stick with Buffalo Soldier. Come back.
The second part of that, you called yourself a super genius. There's nobody watching this who's going to call you a super genius.
That's established law. I've been Super Genius since like 2013.
It's like trademarked, right?
We're not going to see a freaking thing.
You know, it's been a long 4 days. If we just have fun all day talking on radios like two little kids playing cowboys and Indians, that's fine.
Copy that.
Over and out, Super Genius.
As the days began to pass, the rain became a constant occurrence. With no buffalo encounters or a break in the weather in sight, Mark made the difficult decision to cut his losses on this trip and make a plan to return at a later date.
We're calling this halftime. We got kicked out of the tree for the third time in a row yesterday with some severe lightning. And I made it out just in time. I don't want to be too dramatic here, but about 100 yards away, lightning hit a tree right up above the hill from us. Mm-hmm. Let's just take a break. My tag's good till the 15th. We got another, 3 weeks probably.
3 weeks, yep.
So we're going to wait for the weather to break again and get hot again, and then Tyler and I will fly back out and hopefully in a 2 or 3 or 4 day
And a couple
period.
more units open up.
Yeah, and the season open up as a couple units. He says he may have another unit that's a little more, I want to say easier to hunt, but a little more accessible for bow, and I got a rifle, so it's an open tag. I can shoot with either, and after a couple of days, I'll probably be like, let's just go kill one.
Yep. So this is halftime. It isn't over.
Halftime?
We'll be back.
That's the name of the show, Halftime.
The Given Right is being brought to you by Lethal, Polaris, Reveal, Scrape Fix, Swagger, and Tacticam.
Curtis can help me get out of the parking lot here. We're gonna go try to shoot a buffalo. It's our second trip out here. The first trip was unsuccessful. Just Mother Nature just beat the living daylights out of us. Tyler and I, we sat in tree stand for, I don't know. I think we did the math. It was basically 14 hours a day for 5 days. Got kicked out twice for lightning. We wanted to go to a different unit and hunt, and it's back to its normal temperatures. It's about 110 degrees. They'll be hitting the water. We're gonna be hunting a unit that has virtually no trees on it. Complete, I mean, when I say complete drastic opposite of what we were hunting before, I'm talking polar opposites.
After returning to the state, Mark met back up with Chad and headed straight to the field.
What's that say on the bottom?
30-06 Winchester Magnum.
What's that say?
300 weather.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm looking at you like, I don't even have 30-06. Everybody's got a sense of humor around here today. More than likely, we're not gonna get a bow shot, 'cause this is what we're gonna be up against, and a chance of us, I don't know what I'm gonna sneak behind. So we're shooting a gun just to make sure. I won't hesitate. We've been here for 5 days once already. This will be our second trip out. I want to shoot a buffalo. It's on my bucket list. I'm getting excited, so I'm not gonna hesitate. We'll probably end up shooting with a gun. I'll say it ahead of time, but we're gonna try with the bow. We're gonna take a look, see what we can do. But we're set. We're good to go. We're on. Let's load her up.
Instead of being confined to one area like the previous hunt, they are able to cover ground with the truck in an attempt to locate one of the herds.
Yeah, it took us about an hour of getting up on a high spot as soon as we got up on the ranch to find them. At least one bunch. We're not sure which bunch it is, but about a half a mile down in the gully there. We got a couple of them laying down, a couple of them standing up, so wind's not great. I don't know why we're spraying down. So we're gonna go down here and see if we can get a look at it. He looks big this last one. Not that big dead. He looks bigger than these. There's two of them.
In order to keep this herd in check, many of these bison have been given ear tags and tracking collars. Just as conservation agencies monitor waterfowl, sheep, and other wild game species in a similar manner, these bison roam free throughout the West.
We're about 160 yards out. Problem is, can't pick out which was the big one, the one that we really wanted to go after. There's so many of them there right now, and they're all just bunched up together. Chad told me that would be probably one of the biggest issues, is getting one separated out enough that you can tell which one it is and get a shot at it.
Between the gap. There's
I'm missing him then. Wait a
a
second.
cow quartering towards us.
Looking at us?
Yep. He went behind that tree, right? I don't have any video to the left of that. We're just gonna have to wait.
Yeah, we're getting out there at 300. Our boy went behind some trees out there about 300 yards.
Yeah, I copied that.
It just wasn't a good shot, so we're gonna wait, see if we can get closer, get a better opportunity. He's a big boy though.
With a lot of daylight left, they make a plan to get back in position on this herd.
You're saying that's him?
He's the lead bull.
How far is he, buddy? still can't get on him. Too many of them. Can't get a shot off. We keep seeing him, but he's always the furthest one away and with the most cows.
The Given Right is being brought to you by Thorn Broadheads, Titan Hunting Blinds, Trophy Tree Stands, Victory Archery, Texas Trophy Hunters, Retay, and Gator Waders. Mark is on his second trip to Arizona with a bucket list animal in his sights. They quickly found the herd but were unable to get a shot due to how close they were bunched up together. Although he wasn't able to fire a round, he was optimistic about the following day.
We're surrounded by these mountains here, and all about these flats go for miles and miles and miles. So we got artists up on top of the hill spotting for us a little bit. We're just driving. We got, I mean, it's unbelievable how much territory we got to look for here. They had one bull that kept staying by itself, and it's an older bull, and we think we found him. He's out in the open there. I mean, he's a half a mile away or so, but that's a pretty good bull.
He's a mile and a quarter.
Half mile, mile and a quarter, 220, 221. What makes a difference? You're still gonna die.
I think we should go look at him and see if he's and
Yeah, I think we should go look at it.
This would be a lot better than trying to fight one out of the herd.
Out of the herd, right?
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna drive up here and try to get a little closer and get out and start walking. It's a good sign.
Yeah, we got our buffalo. He's up here. A single buffalo. I saw him. He's waddling. It's really thick in here where we're at. He's a single bull by himself. First time we've had this opportunity. I can't believe we got this lucky to find this bull all by himself in all this plains territory we got here. We got miles and miles, you can see, to the hills in the background back there. We found another little group over back there, but he's still the biggest of all of them. His horn's chipped off, but that's okay. He has no clue we're here. Wind's blowing right at us. We're in good shape. This will give me time to relax. Because I'm pumped, dude. I am pumped. I'm waiting for his leg to move. You guys ready? Yes! Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm shaking. Chad, 7 long days. I didn't know if this was gonna happen or not. Bam! Yes! Oh. We were getting close enough to shoot a bow. I was like, can we turn around and go get the bow? Yesterday afternoon, we spent 6 hours chasing that herd. And we chased it and chased it and chased it. And we got it within 150 yards a couple times. And they knew we were there, but they were just so bunched up, and there were 2 really good bulls in there. And this is our second trip out here to Arizona. We were here about a month ago. We hunted with a bow. We hunted really, really, really hard. So I didn't care if we had to shoot it with a gun or not, dude. Yes. Yes, I'm excited. I got a buffalo laying right up there, and he's a big one. Oh my goodness, look at this. If he twitches, I'm jumping, so. Look at the size of this thing. Incredible. I mean, they're big at 100 yards and 200 yards, but you get up close like this. This thing's a mammal. Look at the size of the head on this thing. We found this bull alone. They said they had one lone big bull. I don't know why he's not with the herd. It's the middle of the rut.
Biggest bull.
He's the biggest bull. He's just biding his time, pick his one, and come in and go out as he pleases, I guess. Chad, thank you, my friend. Yeah, baby. Never apologize for your God-given right to hunt, baby. Yes. Look at that thing. It is a mammoth of an animal. A mammoth of an animal.
The restoration story of the American bison is truly in a class of its own. By Mark participating in this hunt, he is able to get a glimpse into life on the plains hundreds of years before. The sheer size of this animal makes it apparent why the Native Americans relied on them so heavily. From their thick coat to the hundreds of pounds of meat, this animal is able to provide for Mark's family and friends today, just like it could for so many others throughout history.